Okay, gang, I don't know whose bright idea this was to get up at 7 a.m. to go to the hot springs, but that's the plan. This is either going to be a really great idea or a real horrible idea. Only time will tell. So, is this your idea or my idea? Or was this
both?
We kind of came to a joint conclusion? Yeah. All right. Well, let's go see what happens.
Turn on the car. I'm cold.
Yeah, you see that? 34 degrees. Seriously, Lorena?
Whose ideas was this? And already climbed. It was in 21.
I don't know if you guys can see that now because I'm driving. Yeah, what was it?
It was 21 back there. Right now it's climbing to 26, 27 degrees.
So, Lori, what do you think of the hot springs here at Big Bend National Park?
Pretty amazing and nice and warm after hiking 25 degrees. But here's the river. It's freezing cold.
So yeah, I don't exactly remember whose idea this was to do it, but it was brilliant.
It's both.
Absolutely incredible. Are you ready to go?
Yes. From the 105 to the 30-something degrees by now. Let's go.
Okay, you guys know how I'm always talking about Lorena hiking with her purse and kind of like being over-prepared. Now she's in her bathrobe. This is an international border crossing.
That closes at 5.
It closes at 5.
And it's closed 2 days of the week.
Yeah, they told us if we're not back by 5 tonight, we have to stay over there till Wednesday. This is Sunday. So Boquillas Crossing is in the southwest corner of Big Bend National Park. It is an international border crossing between the United States and Mexico, and this is going to be a very interesting experience from what we've been told. So these are the rules, the general guidelines for crossing here. And we're supposed to read this before we go. So we are.
I'm just so used to crossing in Juarez that it takes you probably an hour and a half to cross the border because of all the cars and the bridge and customs. This is literally, there's where you cross. And if you see, this is a path that takes us to Mexico.
A lot of traffic.
Like, yeah, no traffic at all, and it's a nice walk, a nice hike.
And there's our transportation into town waiting on the other side. And here is our transportation for our river crossing. Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
¿Cómo es?
Bien. ¿Y
Bien.
Bien, bien.
¿Nos va a cobrar?
¿Cómo?
¿Cuánto nos cobra?
5 por persona.
5. Sale pues. Esto sí, me voy nadando, ¿no?
Sí. Más sencillo. No es que está muy fría el agua ahorita.
Sí. No. Por aquí.
Atrás. Al
Sí, porque ya vienen otros dos, ¿verdad? The ferry is about to leave, so jump in.
One more here in the front and one more in the back.
Yeah, I would have to say this is the coolest international border crossing ever. Of course, I guess I've never been outside of the US, so it's hard to say that. It's quite the current.
¿Es la primera vez que visitan Boquillas?
La primera vez,
¿De dónde viene?
pues viajamos por todo el país.
Todo el
Realmente no
país.
somos de ningún lado, pero yo originalmente soy del DF. Oh, era del DF. ¿Y usted necesita ir al gimnasio, ¿eh? Con eso nada más. El burro caballo. Caballo es montado.
You want an authentic Mexico experience? This is it. We're riding burros into town of Boquillas. Something I thought I'd never do this trip, so this is kind of cool. These are the awesome guys that are helping us out here. We're gonna make
Punto nomás. Okay, 1, 2, 3, cheese.
cheese.
Aquí nos vamos a amarrar.
Aunque no, si ya saben a dónde van.
Now, if you're looking for a really authentic Mexican experience, Boquillas is it. You're not going to get this in Juarez. You're not going to get this in Tijuana. You're not going to get this in Acapulco or anywhere. This is authentic Mexico. It's really, really cool. Gabriel here grew up in Boquillas. And he's our guide for the afternoon. Video is okay? Okay. The local church.
The priest got once a month for muskies. Una vez por mes.
Okay, Lori and I are done with our lunch here at Falcon Restaurant, and it was absolutely delicious. More authentic Mexican, not typical of the U.S. stuff. I don't know how to describe it. It just tastes different. Do you know?
How you describe that?
Well, I don't know. It's just, it's not that stuff that you get in the U.S. It's just
It's not very oily. It's not just
Right.
overpowered by sour cream and cheese.
right. Just
And-
overpowered by spices and things like that that are not necessary, I guess. Really good stuff. So the Falcon Restaurant here in Boquillas, thumbs up. There goes our ride back to the ferry.
Another guy.
And our guide. Now we're going to be lost forever. So, Lorena, what did you think of your Boquillas experience?
Well, it's very small town Mexico. There is no paved roads. Everybody knows everybody. There's only like 2 restaurants. So it's pretty quaint, pretty cool, very safe. I mean, everybody knows everybody, so nobody's gonna do anything to you.
Well, tourism is it's their thing. It's their number one deal. So I think you know that if anybody was to screw that up, I think the rest of the townsfolk would beat them to a pulp.
And it was quite the experience,
So cool.
My first time to ride a burro. So that was kind of cute.
Wait a minute. You're Mexican. I thought that's how you guys got to school and stuff.
Yeah,
when you were
like
little.
Canadians, we'll get to school skating.
Well, yeah,
probably.
we skate everywhere in Canada. We have ice roads. No, it was really cool. Really cool. If you guys are in the Big Bend National Park area, you got to do this stuff. Don't listen to people who are afraid of doing this kind of thing. It was a phenomenal experience. It really was. And what a great little town, and the people were really kind, and the food was great.
It was good, yeah.
So, yeah, a good experience. Liked Boquillas. Okay, so a little information on the crossing. The ferry to come over and back.
That means the guy
Ferry, that's like a rowboat. That's their ferry. That was $5. That's
person.
over and back per person. Mm-hmm. The burro ride into town and back is $5 per person. Mm-hmm. And then that includes a guide, and you just tip the guide.
The guide.
Doesn't? Well,
No.
you tip him. There's really no price for that.
The burros are $5, and then the guide himself, he works by himself. I mean, he's a freelancer.
Ah.
So you tip him. He works based on tips.
Right. So it's really inexpensive to come over and do that. Food was pretty cheap. I don't know. I didn't pay for it. What was the food?
It was like with tip. We have like enchiladas, and I have margarita and a beer.
Dos
soda,
cocas. 2 Cokes.
2 Cokes and guacamole. It was $40 with tip already included.
So not bad, and the food, like I said, was very good. Muy rico. So what an experience, though, to come over and visit this particular part of Mexico in that way.
It's a tiny little town, so it will take you probably to do all that, probably 2 hours max, I would say.
Yeah, so well worth it.
Yep.
Back to the ferry. So that was a pretty cool crossing experience at the border. All you do is you take your ID, your passport, put it in a machine, and you're actually talking to an immigrations officer in El Paso, Texas, and they're watching you on video, and they just ask you the standard questions that you would normally get when you do a border crossing, and then they let you go.
Yeah,
so,
there's no border patrol here. And the guy that was helping us, he was a ranger. He was like super nice.
Really cool. Yeah. Very, very nice guy. So the whole Boquillas crossing experience was absolutely
very cool, super easy, not time consuming, and good lunch.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Back to the park.
Okay, so that is it for Big Bend National Park. We got to see and do a lot here, all kind of by mistake, just because we saw that it was close enough on the map that we could do a nice little bypass.
We'll swing by, and it wound up being 4 nights over here.
Yeah. It was supposed to be just a couple nights, wound up being 4 nights, and a fantastic 4 nights it was. Super quiet, although freezing ass cold.
Happened to be this week we were here, because next week is in the 80s.
Yeah, so we just happened to hit the cold snap, but fantastic national park. If you guys have never been here or heard of it, you should really look it up and make it a point to get here at some point in time, because there is so much to see and do here. And it's absolutely gorgeous. And finishing it off today at Boquillas, doing the border crossing in that little town was fantastic. We had a lot of fun there. So we're done with Big Bend. Tomorrow we're off. It's travel day, and we are now heading east. We're still going to head a little bit further south. Don't know where we'll wind up, but we are going to head east and make our way over towards New Orleans. And
that's still quite a ways.
Still quite a ways.
We're going to spend quite some time in Texas.
Yeah, Texas is going to be our home for the next month and a half. So that's all we've got for you on this one, gang. So appreciate you guys being here, of course, as always. And if you haven't subscribed yet, it'd be great if you pop that subscribe button. Keep up to date on everything that we're doing. It'd be awesome if you like the video. What else?
And that's it.
That's it. See you later, gang.
Bye, guys.
Bye.